Hello, everyone. My project is called End the Labeling, Artificial Intelligence and Facial Recognition in Relation to Mixed Race Individuals. The main idea of my project is as follows. With Western developed and Asian developed artificial intelligence and facial recognition both facing issues effectively recognizing individuals who are of two or more racial or ethnic backgrounds, we should not try to identify and label individuals by race or ethnicity within artificial intelligence. I've come to this conclusion through many different sources, but these are two that I would like to talk about. The first one is a Japanese source, Artificial Intelligence and Bias, from Nagoya University in 2019. This this essay discusses racial bias in AI through a Japanese perspective and provides few examples, including unequal data leading to unfair treatment of races, for example, higher surveillance of a specific race in the US. And another US example, is about hidden cultural and racial biases leading to unequal job opportunities. This example was provided through the higher view example. And the second one is a US source, the project Gender Shades by Joy, sorry, I'm going to butcher this, Bola Mwini. And this project did a really good job of analyzing how well US big tech and AI correctly labeled individuals based on skin color. But in reality, it didn't do well at all. And it revealed how poor the programs are at labeling non-white individuals, in particular, African-American and African-American women. And there was a significant disparity in accuracy. And these two sources and some other sources really led me to this argument that we should not be labeling in AI. And for the methodology, I use Google's Teachable Machine and a Japanese program called AI Maker, and really went through these testing and practices of analyzing how well these two programs do in identifying or labeling individuals based on their race. So I used Asian and white individuals as the two classes. And as you can see, the Teachable Machine one and the AI Maker both did really well, even though this is just one example from each class. They both did really well with white individuals. But as for Asian individuals, the AI Maker, the Japanese one, did slightly better than the Teachable Machine one. As you can see from this example, a full Asian individual was seen as 46% Asian and 54% white, whereas the AI Maker one, at 88%, it basically identifies the person as a full Asian. And I also used halves, including myself and 5 of my friends, to try and see how well these programs do in identifying half race or mixed race individuals. And both of them did not do very well. Teachable Machine thought I was 100% Asian, which I'm not, I'm only half. And AI Maker thought I was 80%, which obviously is a very high majority. Both of these programs did not do very well in analyzing the 5 other people as well. Some of them had mixed results, such as 40% and 60%, and so forth. For my summary, I conclude that, as can be seen from these real-world examples of these failures of facial recognition software, such as the Google photos labeling Black people as gorillas, and artificial intelligence's inaccuracies in effectively classifying people by race, and even with the overall difficulty in classifying both monoracial and multiracial people, even in the offline world, I argue that racial and ethnic classification and identification, although it could have its benefits, it in reality has no place in facial recognition or artificial intelligence software as a whole. As for the future of this project, I like to create a reactive art piece and which exposes users to the ineffectiveness of racial and ethnic classification in AI through the use of art. And I really want to push this message that AI wants to label you a certain way. It wants to use ones and zeros to put you in this box. But in reality, we're all just people. We are all the same, no matter what our skin color is, no matter where we're from. And we're all just ren, or in Japanese, hito. I have a preliminary sketch of what this would look like. For the technology part, I'm thinking about using either facial recognition software or motion detection with a camera. Since I have a preliminary sketch, but it's not exactly that pretty. So I will attach a much better sketch in the final essay for everybody else to look at. And that's it for my presentation. Thank you all for listening, and thank you for watching, and have a good day. Bye-bye.